Firefighters help people in some of the scariest times of their lives, but one Clive crew went above and beyond to make sure that an elderly woman that they had helped was coming back from the hospital to a clean home. Channel 13's Maria Lizignoli is here to explain why that's not exactly protocol and why those firefighters decided to do it anyway. So they reported to this woman's house for a regular call.
Absolutely. They got a medical call about a woman who fell and she hit her head. So they got to her home and they noticed the home was really unkept and almost unsafe. So they decided to just help her out and just started doing dishes. You know, first responders are mandatory reporters, but this situation was a little bit different.
I mean, it's not specifically written into the protocol that if somebody has dishes to do when we go to a call that we do that for them, but this was an extraordinary case just in the sheer volume of what was in the house.
And there was some rust and some mold, and that's not fit for human life, so we had to take those out, get rid of them.
The short-term fix of doing dishes and washing sheets is not a part of protocol.
It helps somebody kind of recover when you have a nice clean bed to come back to.
But finding a long-term fix is. Firefighters can often be the bridge connecting people with resources.
This is the service, this is the person that needs it, and get those two together.
Crews were able to connect her family and friends with some resources so she can live comfortably and independently.
That's what our job is, to help people. It doesn't always have to be a fire or a medical call. If someone needs something and we see a need, we try and help them.
Lieutenant Delker says this situation could have potentially been prevented with a simple knock on the door.
One neighbor helping out another neighbor, there's a severe lack of that. If my grandmother was in this situation, I would hope someone would step up and help her out.
Lieutenant Delker says this case did not qualify as a mandatory report. It would have if she was in immediate danger to her health. Now, he says most of their mandatory reporting involves one individual putting another in a dangerous or an unhealthy situation.
So it's a judgment call here, and not necessarily somebody that is in danger, but these guys are just kind of responding to somebody who clearly needed some help.
She just needed a little extra help, and they wanted to make her transition back home from the hospital as easy as possible. They said if it was a situation as though it was a hoarding situation, then they would have to report it, because she would be in danger to her own health. But this, they said, was not a hoarding situation. They just wanted to give her a little extra help.
Fire and police crews, they do so much good, and they see so much, so much that the rest of us don't see. So, interesting story here. Thank you, Maria.
Thanks.